Yeah. We need to, are you gonna show some, have us look at something on chart or anything?
Yeah.
All right, I will call the Custer County Board of Health special meeting. It is Monday, not Monday, Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. It is now 1 p.m. We're at the Search and Rescue Building, and I call this meeting to order. Please silence your cell phones and stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Silence, please.
All right, roll call.
We're up,
Present.
Board of Health member Kanda.
Here.
Board of Health member Vogelsong.
Here.
Planning and Zoning Director Delana Crawford here, and Board of Health Secretary Caitlin Womack here.
Audience introduction. There's no other people in the room. Is there anybody online?
James Gilbert.
All right.
Hey.
Any amendments to the agenda?
None from me.
I have none.
All right. New business, Custer County outs regulations. Elaine.
So we finally got back our approved letter from the Department of Public Health and Environment. They accepted my Custer County outs regulation. Everything followed their guidelines. So you guys got a copy of the one that I submitted to the state. It just goes through and in the appendix, it talks about what I chose to pick out of the regulation 43, which is the state's regulation. And then after you get past the appendix, then it just has all the guideline stuff that I changed using their template for our county.
Is it in color?
No, it's not in color, but is it italicized?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's kind of the italicized,
Yeah, it looks like.
it looks like it could have been colored.
Yeah. It was. Do you want me to go through what was colored?
Yeah.
And so you guys can see it, or?
I think she put it up on.
Put up the screen there. Yeah, just hit it on the screen and see what it says with the line it talks. Yeah, good idea.
So that's what I was talking about. I just checked on the appendix. I had to send them what I decided to do and what I chose for our county.
Okay.
And then if you go down,
So everything in red is what you added.
yes, everything in red is what I added because like where it says, go back up a little bit. Where it says the requirements will be known as the Custer County, where it says have been adopted by the Custer County Board of Commissioners, and this is acting
Okay.
as the Board of Health. So in most of the regulations, it just says acting as the Board of Health. But because our commissioners, you guys are acting as that, I have to add that the commissioners are acting as the Board of Health.
Okay. Then that makes sense.
So the first page is really just me adding in regulations and then our county name. And then here, we can choose on an outs permit when it expires. Each county can choose and our county does 1 year.
Yeah, it's probably easier to track them if they're all a year and you have to reply after a year.
Yeah.
Cause you could have some that end up being 10 years old.
So then on here, it just says that, if I was to deny an application, then the individual has 30 days. To ask to be on you guys' agenda to try to overturn that denial of an application.
Okay.
But they would have to prove that I denied them wrongfully, that they did meet the.
We measured the boundaries wrong or the.
Well,
distance
it's not
between
really
what-
that, it's that if they put in an application and their soils are wrong or whatever, I can deny them.
Hmm.
And then
Oh,
they can come back and say, well, I followed the regulations 43.
Right.
And then I can come back and say, no, you didn't, here's the pages or
Okay.
whatever, so. So then we have here is, you can go down to the inspection part. I did change a little bit on here, that we need to be notified 48 hours prior to the inspection. If we've got time in the office, but sometimes in the summer, it's really hard when they call at 8 AM and expect us to.
come on
go
out in
at
10 minutes. I need to get covered back
So,
up. I
This
guess.
just covers us. If I'm not available to go out, then it is in our, regulations that they needed to give me 48 hours for that appointment, so just kind of covers us for that.
Right.
It also talks about no backfilling of the septic components, so they're aware of that. Everything needs to be visible, and they have to replace the lids and everything. That's not something that I do. And we also added down there, that the septic contractor must provide a detailed schematic of the system. Before that, it was like hit or miss whether, we did the drawing when we went out and did an inspection, or the contractor would give us a detailed drawing. I just chose to do, the contractor had to do it because they're installing it. So they know the measurements and all the schematics that they did for that system, so it's more detailed than us just drawing lines and.
We never had it with a request for them to do that. They just did it as a matter of fact. And
Some of them would.
I know, but a neat thing, they've done it, some have done it very badly. They need to make, not to scale, but they need to put the marks with the feet on it and everything. Some of them don't do that.
Right, and that's what we're making them do now.
Yeah.
They have to have that distance between the septic tank and the leach field and the house and all that. And if there's no house, then they put future home, just kind of like a
Yeah.
plot map, but
Yeah.
it's measured out correctly. So that's why it says detailed schematic.
You could put not to scale, and, we're gonna let them detail that. That might be quick, but you can tell them that in person, I guess.
Scale optional.
The only thing is, I mean, if you guys choose to change the wording that I put, then I would have to resend this back to the
Just
state.
one word.
Mhm.
Okay, well,
So that's
everything
what-
looks really good.
So that's what the letter said from the guy, the state outs guy, if you guys change anything, which is fine if you do, then I
Sure.
would have to
If
resend
it's
it.
a sort of- even if it was a typo or something, we can pick up.
So even on number 2, they're moving the period back one space.
Yeah, I do, I saw that, and I need to move number 5 too.
Oh, I got
You see the 5 up there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What page was that, Caitlin? Oh, there's no page number.
Case needs to be
Eight.
numbered.
Mhm. Okay. All right.
you.
You can go down.
It looks like just a lot of cleanup.
Yeah, that's mostly what it is, so then I added the variance on there that we should have had on there, before. That, if they need to do a variance, then we go through the Board of Health. You can keep going.
So what would people be asking a variance for?
So the top variance was for denial.
Okay,
So there's 2 different variances that they can come to you guys for the Board of Health, and that is, one, if I deny their application.
okay,
If I fail their system and they don't believe that it was failed correctly, they can come to you for, come to you about that. And then the other one is the variance for the vault.
okay. Okay.
And you can keep going. So then it just talks about the vault and being permitted through you guys. And then what kind of vault system. I also indicated that it has to have an alarm and an indicator, whether it's audible, or electric, stating that the vault's being full. And then that's just a thing for your field components, how close they can be to water, dry gulches, and structures.
Okay.
So with our county regulations, this is just stuff that I went above and beyond what is in the state, or we got to pick and choose what we wanted to do in our county. So that's why this has to be in our county regulation. If it's not in here, then they have to comply with everything that's in the regulations 43.
Okay.
So one thing that isn't in the outs regulation anymore, the county outs regulation, is the setback used to be 10 feet. From a structure to the tank. That's what the county regulations was, the state regulations 5 feet. So because we have all these small lots, I went ahead and chose to be compatible with the state's regulation, and then that gives the homeowner another 5 feet on their property by just complying with the state.
It's a
And
good idea. Does that include a porch?
so no septic component can be underneath the porch. So they'll have to put the porch somewhere else. I mean, they can do, or the tank can't be under the porch. They can do lines.
Oh,
They can do lines underneath the porch, like the straight pipe that comes out from the house to the tank.
Sure.
But they do have to have their
Cleanouts gotta
their
be.
cleanouts. So, yeah,
Even if it's through the deck.
yeah. But they can't put a tank under the porch.
Right.
Is there anything about the concrete, if they want to put a pad instead of a deck?
So I did talk to the state about that. They can do a concrete patio, but that is their choice, realizing that if they
It'd
have
be
a
busted
busted
up at
concrete,
some point.
then they have to tear up that
I
concrete.
just wonder if there's.
So that is the new county outs regulations that I proposed.
So the minimum for a vault's 1,500 feet. Has that always been that way?
Since I started working here, 1,500 gallons is what.
Yeah, by safety. Yeah.
Mm.
I have a motion to approve.
I'll move we approve them. We won't call them the
Custer County outs regulations.
updated the updates and the outs.
Do you have to do this every year?
I do not. I only have to do this when the state
Changes there.
changes their
Okay.
regulation, unless.
Unless we want to make something.
Right, unless we find something that we just feel like is more compatible for our county, then I could resubmit.
Oh, okay.
So I move we adopt the revisions as she's presented.
So that, second that.
Okay.
Good job.
Any public comment? Any more discussion here?
No.
All right, I'll call for the vote. Paul,
Aye.
Bill,
And
Lucas, I. That motion has passed. Thank you, Delaney, for the work you put into
Yeah.
all that.
It makes it move smoother and two things.
Well, it
Very
took me
good.
3 tries, but I got it.
You
Fair
just
enough.
want to be able to say, did you do that? No.
Okay, additional items of business. I don't have any.
none here.
None,
Public comment?
no problem.
Then I will seek a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
Oh, you will seek it. He sucks. He just moved it off second.
Okay, reading
No,
adjourned.
he said he wanted that.
I said I seek.
Sorry about that.
Can't please you.